begin this interview by asking you that what made you conceive this Adiyogi and what made you come to this conclusion that it is necessary and important in pursuit of your spirituality and for people?
It's not in pursuit of my spirituality. My spirituality doesn't need any form. I don't need a temple nor a mountain, nor a statue. But to inculcate this in the world, to bring spiritual process as a day-to-day aspect of your life, my fundamental goal is to bring down spirituality from the mountain top to the street. I want to redefine the term street. Right now, if you say street, people will think booze, drugs, prostitution. This is what street represents. It's my vision that in the next 15 to 20 years, we need to transform this street. Street should mean well-being, street should mean love, street should mean meditativeness, street should mean spiritual process. In this effort, there are many things being done. One important thing is an iconic face. So, Adiyogi predates all religion. And before the idea of religion came, he expounded the science of human well-being in a scientific way. Not as a philosophy, not as a religion, not as a belief system, not as an ideology, but as a technology, as a science. Methods of transformation, not philosophies of transformation. So, he's relevant, though he is 15,000 years ago. He belongs to the future because only now humanity is coming to this place where human intellect is firing like never before, more people can think for themselves than ever before, people are looking at things logically. I think the appropriate time for Adiyogi to explode on the planet has come because human intellect has come to that place where they can start looking at their well-being with not fanciful belief systems or ideologies, but as a science. As there is a science for external well-being, there's an entire science for inner well-being. That's what he represents.
In your discourse, you have been talking about form, structure, relevance of creating scientific spaces for meditation. Can you please elaborate on the fact when you say that the art and the science of temple making has been lost? Why do you say that in your discourse?
See, all physical form, whether it's your own body or the planet or the solar system or the universe or the atom, from the smallest to the ultimate physical manifestation. Physical manifestation is the way it is because of its geometric proportions. It is perfection of geometry which holds physical forms in space. This planet is not tied to the sun with a cable, it's a geometric perfection. If it goes off this orbit, it won't come back again. It holds that because of a certain geometric perfection. So, entire science of yoga is just this, to get your system into such a geometric perfection that you are aligned with the cosmic geometry. In this effort, we also create physical forms. Look at this form, this is not about… aesthetically, yes, there is a certain beauty to it, but above all, there is a geometric perfection to this, that if you view Adiyogi's face for a minute, without taking off your attention, that's it, for your life. This image will be imprinted on your mind, you can never take it off. The idea is to put that imprint into people's minds so that their inspiration is towards their inner well-being. Their inspiration and their natural longing will become for their ultimate well-being, not squandering their life doing petty things. Monotony is not life. Monotony is the nature of the mind. That is, if you left your mind loose without knowing how to employ it. So if you do not know how to use it, mind will use you and consume you. So the whole spiritual process is just that. Every moment of your life, if you just look up, you're seeing a new piece of the sky because the earth is rotating. Isn't it? Every moment if you look up, you're seeing a new piece of the sky, it's very exciting. The earth is spinning all the time. Not one moment, same old thing anywhere, everything is changing. If you're alive to life, you will never know any monotony in your life. If you're not alive to life, but you just live in your mind, then everything will be monotonous because mind is repetitive in nature. People who are just bored and dejected and suffering the monotony of life, people come to just a week-long or weekend program and suddenly everything looks fresh for them because the cataract on their eyes has been cleared. So, the cataracted mind has been cleared and suddenly they find everything is beautiful for them all of a sudden. Particularly people who go through the Bhavaspadana, for them they go out and suddenly they're excited about everything, the same old things. So, what is old essentially comes because of your mind, otherwise there's nothing old in existence. Modern science is proving to you beyond any doubt, there is no such thing as old anywhere. Everything is reverberating and creating itself all the time. And a rock is pulsating with new life every moment. But the old exists only in the mind, because mind functions out of past memory. Once your mind is repetitive, you will neither know peace, nor joy, nor wisdom in your life. Each time you meditate and go beyond this repetitiveness.
So I'm pretty sure everyone knows about Section 377 being decriminalized, yeah? And I think most of the youth would have gone back home. We're very happy about this, and we talk to our parents and people from the older generation, right? So when we discuss something like this with our older generation, they said, we are not going to debate with you as such, we're not going to impose our perspectives on you, but this is not accepted in our religion. So, just want to know your perspective on, the LGBT community or homosexuality as such with religion.
Let's see, probably till now, largely in the social space, in the media space, in the social media space, everybody is pitching either for or against. Can we for some time not pitch for or against and simply look at the issue as it is? Can we? Look at me, I'm not a prude, okay? Let that be clear. So, when we say sexuality, let's understand this. It is something nature has put in us because there is something called as perpetuation of the race or the species, otherwise it won't happen. Of course, we being human beings, having more brains than body, supposed to, because of that, we kind of eliminated the reproductive part and just using the pleasure part of it, all right? This is sexuality right now largely in the world. But essentially, this pleasure also is come into the sexuality process because otherwise, well, if there was no pleasure to it, maybe we wouldn't be born, you and me. Our parents would not have gone into it if there was no pleasure at all attached. Yes or no? So we are here because of that. So there is no denying it or putting it under the carpet, that's not the thing. But somebody has a certain kind of sexual preference which has got nothing to do with reproductive process as such, it is their personal preference. Because every individual has the right to do whatever the hell they want to do with their body, because it's their body. But if it is something harmful, you're going to cut your nose off or you're going to cut something else off, then maybe we will try to prevent you. But you're not causing any harm to yourself in that way, then it's your business as long as you do something in your private. Right now, the Supreme Court decision is just that what a person does in their private space is nobody's business. Government need not enter people's bedrooms, that is the law, all right? Now, coming to this religious resistance, there's nothing religious about this. We don't have to discriminate against them, we don't have to persecute them, we don't have to put them in the prison, definitely it's not necessary. But at the same time, it doesn't need promotion either. So, you don't have to… when your parents say something, they may refer to their religion because they think it's an authority. You take away the authority, just listen to the words. If it makes sense, do it. If it doesn't make sense, tell them politely, that's not the way it is with me, all right?